Discussing the intricate topic of Israel and its significance in religious and historical contexts requires sensitivity and attention to various perspectives. The belief that God gave Israel to the Jewish people is deeply rooted in religious faith and historical narratives. Here's a detailed exploration of 7 signs often cited to support this belief. Biblical promises. Central to the belief that God gave Israel to the Jewish people are the promises made in the Hebrew Bible, Old Testament. Scriptures such as Genesis 15:18-21 and Genesis 17:8 record God's covenant with Abraham, promising the land of Canaan, which encompasses modern-day Israel, as an eternal inheritance for his descendants. Historical connection. Archaeological evidence supports the ancient presence of the Jewish people in the land of Israel. Discoveries such as ancient ruins, artifacts, and inscriptions validate the historical continuity of Jewish presence in the region dating back thousands of years. Survival against odds. Despite facing numerous challenges, including exile, persecution, and attempts at eradication throughout history, the Jewish people have maintained a resilient connection to the land of Israel. The survival and restoration of Jewish sovereignty in the modern state of Israel are often seen as a fulfillment of biblical prophecy and divine providence. Return of the diaspora. The establishment of the modern state of Israel in 1948 led to the return of Jewish communities from around the world to their ancestral homeland. This mass return, known as the Aliyah, is viewed by many as a fulfillment of biblical prophecies foretelling the ingathering of the exiles. Miraculous victories. Israel's victories in wars and conflicts against much larger and better equipped adversaries are often interpreted as divine intervention. The miraculous outcomes of conflicts such as the Six-Day War in 1967 and the Yom Kippur War in 1973 are seen by some as evidence of God's protection and favor toward the Jewish people. Fulfillment of prophecy. Proponents of the belief that God gave Israel to the Jewish people point to various biblical prophecies foretelling the restoration of Israel as a sovereign nation. Passages from books like Ezekiel, Isaiah, and Jeremiah describe a future restoration of Israel and the gathering of the Jewish people from the nations. Spiritual significance. Beyond geopolitical and historical considerations, Israel holds profound spiritual significance for Jews, Christians, and Muslims alike. For Jews, Israel is the promised land where their covenant with God was established. For Christians, it holds significance as the land of Jesus' birth, ministry, death, and resurrection. And for Muslims, it is the site of important religious landmarks, including the Dome of the Rock and Al-Aqsa Mosque. While these signs are significant to many who believe in the divine covenant between God and the Jewish people regarding the land of Israel, it's important to recognize that interpretations of religious texts and historical events vary widely among different faith traditions and scholarly perspectives. Understanding and respecting diverse viewpoints is essential when engaging in discussions about Israel's religious and historical significance.